Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Tips Cut the Gibberish. Come on in. I'm excited to be here with you today. I'm Lisa DeToffel, your host, and today's topic is leadership. There's a lot of things that can go around leadership, right? So if you're joining me live, go ahead and say hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know where you're coming in from. If you are watching me over on YouTube, because we are streaming on various different places, go ahead and click that subscribe button or ring that bell so you can be notified every time that we go live. We do go live multiple times during the week, so I wouldn't want you to miss anything. Again, this is Tuesday Tips Cut the Gibberish. We do this every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. So I hope you'll put that on your calendar and make plans to join us every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. So today's topic again is leadership. So I'm going to dive right in. Leadership is a funny thing. Some people think they need to push people's buttons to show their power. I personally don't get that. I may not be the most known person out there, but the people that do know me know I'm genuine. I am who I say I am. I care, and I have some pretty good ideas to solve different types of problems. I mean, that's what a virtual assistant does, right? We solve problems. That's kind of what I do. So people make this mistake, It's just a human trait. We're all human, right? And I'm pretty sure it always will be, a mistake that some people make unless they're intentional with trying not to do it. The key lies in two things. First, did the person learn from the mistake? When you make that mistake the first time, did you actually learn from it and you're trying not to do it again? That's a topic for another day, of course. We can discuss that later. I want to focus on the second thing. How do you react to it, the mistake, okay? It's funny how, when someone makes a mistake, like say when I'm ordering at a restaurant, and they're grateful when I'm calm about it, admit that my order was wrong. I ordered it incorrectly, okay? And you ask them to make it right. And they need to make it right, for sure. And sometimes it can be annoying if they want to kind of dispute you. But in the end, me going off the handle about the situation doesn't fix anything. If I get mad and I blow up or whatever the case may be, is that going to fix my problem? Is that going to make my order correct when it's not correct? No, it really isn't, right? So just recently I had someone say that they wanted me to coach them around networking and kind of how to be calm and tolerate it, all the things that go around that, because it can be kind of nerve-wracking and all that gibberish can start going on in your head for sure when you start networking, especially in person, if that's something you have not done in the past or you haven't done very much of it. So again, a person asked me recently to if I could start coaching them and help them to be more calm and be able to tolerate, people, in that type of a setting. So I actually found it kind of funny to think that someone wants me to coach them on that skill. That's kind of a people skill that has to kind of be learned, and everybody's different, and how you learn it, how you handle it, is different, right? And not that there aren't times that, I've even been shocked about how handling or frustrating a situation can be, whether it's ordering the wrong thing at a restaurant or maybe starting a conversation at a networking event and saying the wrong things, right? You go in there and you want to say specific things, but you get so nervous that the wrong things come out of your mouth, right? Or maybe things that you didn't mean to say or you didn't really want to say. So for that, I highly recommend practicing beforehand, before you actually go to a meeting, practicing what you actually want to say, your elevator speech, or, whatever questions you may want to ask someone when you're actually meeting them in person. So the problem is not the problem. The problem is the attitude about the problem, right? So back to the restaurant illustration, if I order the wrong thing and the waitress or manager or whomever refuses to correct my order, it's not their problem. I mean, they can fix it. It would be good customer service for them to fix it, absolutely. But they don't have to, right? If I ordered a steak and spinach and I really wanted a steak and a baked potato, they don't have to fix that. Like I said, it would be great customer service if they did, when they brought me my food and I said, oh, this is not what I ordered. Could you please take it back and, correct it? They don't have to agree to do that. Most of the time, a restaurant will agree to do that, but they don't have to choose to agree to do that. And that's not exactly the problem. The problem is how I react to them. If they say, sorry, we cannot correct this for you. This is what you ordered. You may have ordered it by mistake or whatever, but this is what you ordered. Then there's a problem for me, right? I've got food on my plate that I really didn't want because that's not what I meant to order. I got a steak. I can eat the steak, but maybe not the spinach, since I actually wanted a baked potato with my steak, right? But the problem is my attitude about what happened, right? And this is one of my all-time favorite lines ever. Everything we do comes down to how we respond and the attitude that we have around the problem. Like I said, I could blow up and get mad at the waitress or the manager or whomever, at the restaurant that is refusing to correct my order. So yeah, I could blow up. I could cause a big scene right there in the restaurant, all the different things. But that's not going to solve the problem. That's actually going to make it worse for me and for them, because they don't want a big scene in the restaurant with a bunch of other customers in the restaurant, right? And here's this crazy person, blowing up because we didn't change her food. That's not what they want either. So again, the problem's not the problem. It's the attitude of how you respond to the issue. Okay. So they tell me they can't, change my order. Then I can respond, okay, thank you. I'll just eat the steak that's on the plate. Part of what's on the plate is what I wanted. Part of it is not. I just didn't get the baked potato that I really wanted. I got spinach, whatever it was I said. I got something else instead that I really didn't want. I just won't eat that part. I'll leave it on the plate. And I'll eat my steak. Problem solved. I didn't get angry. I didn't get upset. I still got to eat something. Right? It wasn't the whole order or the whole plate that I wanted, but I still got at least part of what I wanted. I still got my steak and was able to eat it. Okay. So if you want someone to do more or do better, give them the opportunity to. Right? Don't talk them down or don't belittle them. That doesn't, to them, that's not giving them the opportunity to have the attitude they need to have, right? It doesn't help them see what's possible. Only what they did was wrong. Show mercy and grace. Show them the solution. It really isn't hard. Like I said, at the restaurant, yes, I ordered the number 2 instead of the number 5. It was the steak with the spinach instead of the steak with the baked potato. And that's what they brought to the table. And then they refused to change it. Yes, that's a problem for me. I don't want to eat that spinach. I wanted a baked potato with my steak. But again, it's how I respond to it. Did I get everything I wanted on my plate? No, I didn't. Did I get part of what I wanted on my plate? Yes, I did. So I can still eat that part that's on my plate. So it's all about your mindset, right? You know, I try to work as much as possible on my mindset. So as a mindset person, my brain goes into logic and what is the solution, right? Let's come up with the solution together to the problem and we both can move forward, right? I chose or didn't choose to make a big scene about the wrong plate of food that was brought to me at the restaurant. Yes, I can choose to make a big scene and storm out of the restaurant and go eat somewhere else. But is that solving my problem? I mean, in the long run, possibly. If I go to another restaurant and order exactly what I want and they bring it to me. But it's not solving the problem at that very moment, right? That restaurant still is not going to give me the plate of food that I really want. They're going to give me the plate of food that I actually ordered. And did I order it by mistake? Yes, I did. But that was my mistake and I have to own it, right? And then again, it's about how I react to it. So right now, with emotions at an all-time high and the opinions and lack of respect for others so low, I think the simple solution of how you respond to someone will go much further with the people you deal with and in your day-to-day life, right? Show kindness, show mercy, show grace, and do these on a regular basis, and you can become a leader. People will want to follow. Okay? One that easily gets loyalty and respect, not one that has to try to demand it. And that's not something you want to do. You don't want to try to demand it. You want to show others that you are kind and that you can show them mercy and grace in whatever the situation is. All situations are different, right? Whether it's you ordering the wrong thing at a restaurant by mistake, and then you ended up have to deal with your mistake. Either you eat what's there or you don't eat, or order something different, whatever the case may be. So if you have any questions around this, let's have a conversation. I'll be happy to do that. I want to let you know as well, the Networking Method Academy's doors will be closing at the end of this week, actually, at the end of the month. So if you're wanting to take advantage of that, to possibly see, if it's a good fit for you, let's have a conversation. You might not want to sign up right away until you find out a little bit more about it. That's perfectly understandable. You can give me a call, 864-510-8692, or text, or you can send me a private message. I'll be happy to have that conversation with you and, enlighten you a little bit more of what the Academy is all about. Also, the VIP Club, we're having our party meeting today at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'd like to invite you to join the VIP Club. There is so much there that you could take advantage of, and there's a lot of things that's going to be changing in the very near future for the VIP Club as well. I have a lot of things in the works currently for the club. So if you want to learn more about that, let me know as well. Hope y'all have a great week. I hope you had a great holiday weekend if you are in the U.S. and you celebrate the Memorial Day that we celebrated yesterday. So until next week,